tore down, almost never to the ground. Well, I'm tore down, almost never to the ground. Well, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. Well, I went to the river to jump in. My baby showed up, said I'd tell you when. Well, I'm tore down, almost never to the ground. Well, when I feel this way, well, my baby can't be found. Well, I love you, baby, with all my heart. Love like mine will never grow old. I love you in the morning, in the evening too. But every time you leave me, get married with you. Well, I'm tore down, almost never to the ground. When I feel like this, when my baby can't be found. Well, I love you, baby, with all my might. Love like ours is out of sight. I lie for you if you want me to. I don't believe my love is true. Well, I'm tore down, almost never to the ground. When I feel like this, when my baby can't be found. Well, I'm tore down, almost never to the ground. Well, I'm tore down, almost never to the ground. When I feel like this, when my baby can't be found. Hey, how you doing out there, Guitar Heroes? All right, we got one by Freddie King, 1961, I'm Tore Down, and then made quite popular by Eric Clapton in 1994. Okay, well, we got a pretty simple tune here. It starts out with that classic blues riff that you hear in numerous songs, and then we pretty much have a 3-chord tune consisting of an A chord, a D chord, and an E chord. And if you want to be able to do these walk downs, then we need to use bar chords. And I'm using the same form, this A chord or A form chord throughout the whole song. So it keeps it simple. We don't have to really change it. You could play it in open chords if you want. Okay, so let's zoom in and take a little closer look at this classic blues intro riff. All right, so let's check out this classic blues riff that's used in the intro and throughout basically the whole song. And we're going to start here in A. And I guess before I go any further, if we were going to play in the original key, and I'm not 100% positive now that Eric and Freddie both play in the key of C, but they may, and I'm doing it in A, and so all that means, instead of up here at the 8th fret, I'm going to drop down to the 5th fret. So that basically be playing the same key and using these same chords. You'd be at capo 3. Okay, so this makes it a little bit simpler because we don't have an F chord in it, and it's a little bit lower and easier to sing for me. That was kind of the primary reason of moving it to A. Okay, so it's the same riff no matter where you play it. We're going to start on the 5th fret of the low E string, 2 hits, and now I'm over to the D string and I'm on the 7th fret. What we got so far? On the 5th fret of the low E, and 2 hits on the D string at the 7, and now we're back to the 5th, and then we jump over to the A at the 7th fret, and then we start over. So let's go through it slow. 5th fret low E, 7th fret of the D string, 5th fret of the D string, and then we finish up on the A string at the 7th fret, and then back home. Now in the song, this riff then follows the chords. And so to do that, of course, we just play the same riff and we just drop down a string. So to go to our D, just dropping down one string, start on the A string rather than on the low E. And then if we go to the E chord, we're going to jump up 2 frets, and we're going to start on the A string at the 7th fret, and the same pattern. And then in the 1, 4, 5, we would just play that one time, then we would jump back to our second position, which would be starting on the 5th fret of the A string. And then we would go back home to the A. Okay, so we start out with the first verse, and we're going to kind of get started on A. Well, I'm tore down A, almost level to the ground. And now down to D. Now I'm using D bar chord at the 5th fret with the A form. I'm tore down, almost level to the ground. Back to A. And then we're going to go to E. Well, 7th fret, same bar chord form, same A form, D at the 5th, E, and I feel like this, and then we're going to do a little walk down. Back to a D, when my baby can't be found, back to A, and then we go back to E. And then we're going to start with the first of a couple, I think there's like 3 short little verses. Well, and then we're going to do a hit and then kind of an a cappella. I went to the river to jump in. My baby showed up, said I'll tell you when. And now we're going to go into the chorus. We're going to start with a D. Well, I'm tore down, almost level to the ground. A. Now we're going to go to E. Well, when I feel like this, when my baby can't be found, A, back to E. And then back into a second verse, which is basically the same thing, it's still this thing. I love you, baby, with all my heart and soul. Love like mine will never grow old. I love you in the morning, in the evening too. But every time you leave, I get mad with you. And then we go back into that chorus. Well, I'm tore down. And then after the chorus, we have one more verse like that, and then we go back and play that first verse 2 times. And that's what we did right at the beginning. So pretty straightforward. You got those a cappella things and the quick hit, and you want to bring your hand down here to stop it and or release the pressure here. I love you, baby, with all my mind. A love like mine is out of sight. I'd lie for you if you want me to. I really don't believe your love is true. And then we finish up going back into that first verse. So let's go run through that. Well, I'm tore down A, almost level to the ground. Well, I'm tore down D, almost level to the ground. When I feel like this, E down to a D, when my baby can't be found. And then we can end on an A. All right, so pretty straightforward tune. The strumming pattern is, I guess, kind of a combination of doing a little bit of pressure and strum hits, and when I'm going through it, I'm going to be doing a little bit of palm muting as well. Now, most of these you're just doing the hits, right? All the verses are. Love you, baby, with all my soul. Love like mine will never grow. Well, guess what? There's no strumming pattern there, right? So the strumming pattern is in the verse 1, which is obviously the only one like that, and then in the chorus. So let's just kind of go through it. Well, I'm tore down, almost level to the ground. I'm tore down, almost level to the ground. Well, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. All right, well, this is just a great tune, and obviously Eric Clapton and Freddie King both have some extensive guitar solos. In the intro, they're playing over the top of that blues riff, and then of course there's 2 or 3 of them during the song. Great blues tune. Freddie King 1961, Eric Clapton 1994 cover. Hope you got something out of this lesson. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time.